'Tis time to start the show and let you know all the good stuff going on in our communities. Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Ramey, and he is Aaron Glandon.
I am.
Running the operations for the show today. And, we don't talk about this very often, but I thought that today, starting out, we would like to say support our sponsors, would you? If you could go, it's over that way. We show you who our sponsors are right there in the bottom of the screen, and that rotates throughout. And if you want to become a sponsor, we're looking forward to sitting down and chatting with you because it takes a buck or two to try and do the things that we do on a regular basis. So if you would like to join our sponsorship, please do. You can reach me by email, and of course, I think we have a phone number on our Facebook page too, I think, as well. So you'll be able to find all that information when you go to littermedia.com, and you'll see where it says contact.
Yeah, because we see our analytics, and we know what you guys like to see. Mm-hmm. And for those kind of things, like for us to go and broadcast ball games, that costs us money, especially during the playoffs.
Yes.
When people really want to see that. So.
Yes. So if you want to support us, we certainly appreciate it by you supporting our sponsors. All right. Just wanted to get that out of the way. All right. Coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with what's happening with news. We'll take a look at sports and this date in history. Plus, it's National Day for whatever. How many items are there today?
There are six items.
Okay. So 6 we will share with you coming up in just a bit. But first, let's tell you about the forecast, how things are playing out here today. We are expecting to have warmer temperatures, up to around 52. I know it was in the 40s yesterday, but the wind kept it, that chill factor felt like it was in the upper 20s. But today, about 52 is what we're looking at. Turning cloudy, a little more breezy, possibility of showers late. Chance of rain tomorrow, a Wednesday high in the low 40s. And then that changes over to snow, potential for 1 to 2 inches of snow on Thursday morning. And with temperatures even be colder too, highs around 27. That's why there will be snow, because it wants to rain, but it's going to be colder. So what follows will be in the form of flakes.
Yes.
So get ready for that. Still have our snow shovel on the back porch. We had a little bit of snow Sunday morning, and I opened up the door to head to church, and I mean, it was only like this much that was coating the deck. Well, after church, I went over to Waverly to run some errands and then came back. When I got home, all that snow had melted, except for on my back porch and the steps. It was still there. So I had to shovel in order to keep it from becoming ice.
And you had fun doing it. And you were grateful, and you praised the Lord. I'm sure is what happened.
Amen. And I also used the ice melt that he gave me.
There you go.
That he gave me the money to be able to buy that ice melt.
Right.
So, all right. Just ahead, a look at what's making news next. Hometown Motors Incorporated at 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. They are open until 5 o'clock today. And if you've been kicking around, man, I'd love to have a Skag. But, man, they're so expensive. I got news for you. Low prices right now on these Skags because there's an inventory clearance sale that's been going on for months now. And if you are getting ready for the mowing season, jump in to Hometown Motors at 818 Eastern Avenue, Chillicothe. You can even sit on one of these and get the feel for what it's like. And Scott will answer all your questions about it as well. And if you want something more than Skag, there's 31 different brands they have down there. So find out more at hometown-motors.com, or better yet, stop in. Or you can give them a call at 740-773-8826. Hometown Motors Incorporated, your store for the great outdoors.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
If you want to find beneficial news that you can use, you can always check out littermedia.com. We put stories on there nearly every day. Well, not a lot of stories come through on Sundays, so that's usually the day where there's not a whole lot going on. But we also have links to our social media pages in the upper right-hand corner, including X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, and Litter Media Radio. So you can listen to any of our interviews, watch our interviews on demand, read stories, check out our social media. It's all the beneficial news that you can use right there in one place.
And all you got to think is littermedia.com, and it takes you right there.
It's very easy.
And when we update the website, there's multiple stories that can be added each day.
Yeah.
So it pays to keep watching it.
I have some stories burning a hole in my pocket right now that I'm going to put up after the show.
Get the fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
We don't spray that out. All right, let's start off with the Ohio Department of Transportation and the governor speaking yesterday. 39 transportation products introduced yesterday. They say that this will improve safety on roadways in 27 counties across the state. And one of the projects is down in Pike County, and this ODOT District Number 9 on State Route 32, building an R-cut at State Route 104. Are you familiar with R-cuts?
No. Why don't you tell me what that is?
An R-cut improves safety by eliminating left turns and crossing traffic from side roads. So instead of routing them to make the right turn, it will, no, I read that incorrectly. Instead, routing them to take a right turn, followed by a U-turn at a nearby median opening. That's how they control this. I've seen this on 32 at the OSU centers, South Centers there, Piketon. They've got these R cuts. And then just before you get to Jackson, another one there too. The safety projects are funded with $97 million from ODOT's Highway Safety Improvement Program, which is the largest safety program in the country based on per capita spending. This record investment has led to 4 consecutive years of reduced fatalities and serious injuries. And I got to think roundabouts play into that too.
Yeah. Thousands of scholarship dollars are available for Ross, Pike, and Pickaway County students through the Chillicothe-Ross Community Foundation. You can find the link to these on our Facebook page. The application portal is on the foundation's website and will be open until March 13th of 2026. That's the deadline to apply.
During 2025, 1,291 feral and rescue cats were spayed and neutered through a collaborative effort led by Chillicothe-based Petland and its veterinary partners. Shelters and rescues nationwide braced for another intense kitten season. This is that period of time where cats just breed, and next thing you know, they're everywhere. Local rescue groups found themselves overwhelmed by the rising number of the homeless cats and kittens. And there you see Cheddar and Cheese. Aren't they cute?
They are cute.
But they had been spayed or neutered. I can't remember if they're both males or if they're both females or one or the other. But at any rate, they look like they just came out of surgery.
Yeah, they do. That's what my male cat looked like when he got neutered.
Yeah, well, you would too if you.
Well, yeah.
Probably.
Well, my girl cat, we spayed her, and she was not out of commission at all. So I think it's a toss-up what kind of cat personality you're dealing with.
It's just a guy thing, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
But you can read more about the story at littermedia.com. You'll see quotes from some of the vets that were participants in this to make it happen and doing what they can to, as Bob Barker used to always say, controlling the pet population, having your pets spayed or neutered.
Yes. The 2026 Chillicothe Chocolate Walk is Saturday, February 7th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Participants will visit downtown Chillicothe for sights, sounds, and the irresistible taste of chocolate. They'll make a delicious downtown stroll by purchasing a $20 chocolate passport. Each passport unlocks bite-sized chocolate treats from participating businesses. Those completing their passports have a chance to win a Shop Local prize basket. You can contact the Chamber at 740-702-2722 for more details or visit littermedia.com.
If I have one weakness, it's chocolate.
Are you a dark chocolate man or a milk chocolate man?
I like both.
Dark is my favorite. I love dark chocolate.
Dark is supposed to be better for you as well, from what I understand.
Is it?
It has some type of antioxidants and everything.
All right.
So that's why I like the dark Milky Way bars.
Those are the best.
I like those.
Yes.
Hope Clinic of Ross County, they just had their most recent session last night. They utilized all 4 phases of their services last night. What's ahead for the remainder of January? Their medical clinic will be available the next 2 Mondays. It's always available on Monday, 4:30 until 6:30 p.m. In addition to the pharmacy will be open next Monday. And the last Monday, the medical clinic, dental clinic, and produce market will all be available too. The next time, all 4 phases will occur on February 9th. So you want to participate in this. If you've got questions about it, you can go to their website. I believe, is the website on there?
It is not.
I can't see for the
But this
camera.
post is linked to our Facebook page.
And on our Facebook page, we do have the link there. I believe it's well, I'm not going to say it because I can't remember it off the top of my head. Yeah. But if you go to littermedia.com, you'll see that in our Facebook feed. Just click on it and it'll take you right to where you need to go.
Yeah. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources are in recruitment mode with the Natural Resources Officer open houses being held across the state. Officers serve throughout Ohio, working in state parks, state forests, state nature preserves, and on waterways to ensure safety, enforce laws, and protect the natural resources that millions of Ohioans and visitors enjoy each year. The closest events taking place to us are Friday, February 20th at Cohen Lake State Park and February 28th at Deer Creek State Park. You can find more details on our story at littermedia.com.
We received mail yesterday from Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio. They're getting ready for Bowl for Kids' Sake, and we'll probably have a little something we'll share for you on our website about that as well. Sponsorship opportunities, that sort of thing. But if you love to bowl, you want to make sure you participate in Bowl for Kids' Sake. It is the second largest, used to be the largest fundraiser they had.
But then they got Dan on board with Dance for Kids' Sake.
And this Dance for Kids, well, the girls have told me, you can't have Dance for Kids' Sake without Dan.
Yeah, you put the Dan in dance.
Exactly. So, at any rate, that became their largest fundraiser. And but Bowl for Kids' Sake is still around, and it is their second largest fundraiser. So we'll pass along some information on how you can participate in the coming days. So be ready for that. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with what's making news in the sports world. A change on the ice in Columbus.
Yes.
Details are coming up. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is your trusted comfort advisor. You can take my word for it, but don't take my word for it. Just go and find out for yourself. If you want to click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, it will take you to their website. That's accuratehvac.com. You'll see all the types of things they can do for you in your home, or if you're a business, or if you're building a new home, or they do large contracting work as well. I mean, let's face it. How often do you go out on the roadway, that you don't come across an accurate vehicle. They're everywhere.
They are everywhere.
From Columbus down to the river, and speaking of the Ohio River, and also over to Athens and over to Dayton. Accurate, your trusted comfort advisor. Find out more by clicking on this ad at littermedia.com.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Littermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Littermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Now that's one fast mower. Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Time for sports and, of course, our high school roundup. We start right there for you today.
Yeah, we start with the Haynes Total Healthcare Center high school score page from last night, which you can find on our website. In boys basketball in the TVC, it was Reedsville Eastern taking Federal Hocking 62-44. In the OVC, Ironton, Chesapeake, Fairland, and Portsmouth were all winners. In girls basketball in the SVC, Uniota beat Westfall 63-44. In the Shack, it was Fairfield beating Lynchburg Clay 54-52. North Adams also over White Oak 70-38. In the SOC 1, Greene and Portsmouth Notre Dame were winners. In the SOC 2, it was Sims Valley over Western, South Gallia over Oak Hill, and Eastern over Northwest. In the SOC 3, it was South Webster beating Minford 37-31, Lucasville Valley over Portsmouth West 53-47, and Wheelersburg over Waverly 45-39. We'll also have scores for you tonight, so if you want to know where to find those, just go to littermedia.com, hover over sports, and then click on Haynes Total Healthcare Center high school scoreboard.
We don't have this prepared to share for you, but Dan Jr. sent this to me, and I don't know if you can see this very well.
Let me go zoom in on it.
You're going to go zoom in? Why don't you just take my phone and hold it up to the... Cade Wolford from Jackson, he was going to Kent State. Now he is signed with the Cincinnati Bearcats. He led the nation in yards after the catch, the yak.
Yes.
So you throw a little 15-yarder, boom, it turns into a 47-yarder. And it was amazing how he had such a wonderful ability to take off like that, but he was very little used. And so perhaps Cincinnati will be able to utilize his talents, but he is a former McDonald's player of the game from our broadcasts. Yes. And so congratulations to Cade Wolford making his way down to the UC Bearcats. The Ohio High School Athletic Association released the season's first rankings for basketball via maxpreps.com, which is used for the seeding of teams during the tournaments now. Top teams in the divisions in our area include, on the girls' side, Uniyoto and Logan Elm, both number 1. And for the boys, both Miami Trace and Circleville are number 1. You can see the top 5 in the divisions on our posts at Litter Media on X.
Rick Bowness is the new head coach for the Columbus Blue Jackets. The club fired Dean Evison, who was 59, 56, and 16, who was at the helm. Bowness has coached 5 other teams. He'll be introduced to the media and fans this afternoon. Other stops for Bowness were Boston, Ottawa, the Islanders, and the Coyotes, Stars, and the Jets. His record against Columbus is 10-6-2. So maybe he can share some of those wins with us.
Mm-hmm. He's been to the finals a couple of times,
well,
too.
There we go.
So.
He'll make his debut with the CBJ tonight against the Calgary Flames.
He found himself not coaching for a while. He retired. And there's a span of about, I think, 15 years, and then they brought him back. And so he came out of retirement, got involved with it. He's 70 years old, getting ready to head out on the ice and whip these fellas into shape.
Whippersnappers.
From what we heard reported was that the ownership and the general manager for the club was saying they're frustrated with how things were going because there was a stretch of time where, man, they just could not seem for whatever to. I mean, they just needed one more goal and they couldn't get it, and things got out of hand. So he's got some experience. We'll see how it plays out, and good luck to Dean Evison.
Little did the Blue Jackets know that Mike Smith is retired, and that should help them.
That should help them, yes, in a big way, unless they bring him out of retirement. Yeah. The next round of the NFL playoffs are all set. Houston defeating Pittsburgh last night, 30-6. Is it Aaron Rodgers' last game? If that's the case, his last pass was a pick 6. Saturday's games feature Buffalo at Denver, San Francisco at Seattle. Sunday's games, Houston at New England, and the LA Rams at Chicago. Conference championship games are January 25th, and then the Super Bowl Sunday coming your way on February 8th. Super Bowl LX.
Yes.
That is 60?
LX is 60, yes.
Super Bowl 60?
Tom Brady's last pass as a Patriot was a pick 6.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
It's true. I'm pretty sure it's true. If it's not true, then I'm sorry. But I'm pretty sure that's true.
That's just like the guy who has all these extra interceptions. Hey, they caught the ball. Well, let's be honest. So let's say I completed 18 of my 20 passes to my team, but the other 2 were not incompletions. They were interceptions. I'm perfect, right?
Sure. Nathan Peterman is the greatest quarterback in the history of the game, if you want to believe that.
Because?
Look up Nathan Peterman's debut with the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Do that over the commercial break.
All right. And a tipped pass becomes an interception and return for, touchdown.
I do think they should.
Who's that on?
They should update the interception statistic because it's not always the quarterback's fault. Sometimes the receiver drops it or tips it, and then it goes to the defender. And, I mean, that's not on the quarterback.
And it's just like we watched during the Myles Garrett sack run. Should it be considered a sack because you're the first person to touch the guy when he's on the ground?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes, I do think that should be allowed. But I think sometimes interceptions should be a receiver stat.
I'll give you that.
All right.
But think of all the games you'd have to go back over, all the film footage.
Just start from right now. You don't have to go back. Just start now.
You're one of those. Let's start it from here and go.
You're a Browns fan.
Yeah.
Think about all the statistics that your team has that aren't really the Browns, but that should belong to the Ravens. All your team's history that it's attributed to the Browns, but shouldn't be. You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but it's my understanding that the National Football League stepped in and they froze all that to stay with the Browns. And Baltimore, despite taking all of the Browns roster with them, started fresh and new.
It's like why the Tennessee Titans get all the Houston Oilers past history and not the Houston Texans.
And you've got the Titans, which was the name of the team in New Jersey back in the 30s, I think.
That shouldn't count.
So the only touchdown pass that the great Ben Hartsock caught in the National Football League was in a New Jersey Titans uniform playing for the New York Jets at the time. But he also was a Tennessee Titan. Coming up, this date in history. Stick close for that.
Please stay tuned and don't leave. We want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. There's no bill when there's a fill. You can contact Litter Quality Propane today about our metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Find a career you love with Chillicothe-Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Chillicothe-Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Time for this date in history, but I need to find my script here. Sorry. There we go. 1968 was the year I was a mere 5.5 years old. Johnny Cash plays for the second time at California's Folsom Prison and records a live album for Columbia Records. Cash was in the midst of a depression, a decline in his musical career, but the recording sent him back onto the charts and relaunched his career. Despite his outlaw image, Cash never went to prison, save for a few nights drying out in the various jails. Cash testified before Congress and met President Richard Nixon to discuss prison reform in 1972. Ironically, Nixon would resign later that year and continued to crusade on behalf of the imprisoned for the rest of his career. Live at Folsom Prison stands as a testament to the bond he felt with inmates, as well as a major entry in the canon of the 20th century American music as well.
And it's a great album.
Johnny Cash.
It's one of my favorite country music albums of all time.
When I showed you this, I said I thought he looked like Bobby Darin. But if you look at it from the screen now, it looks like Michael Myers.
It kind of does a little bit. Like a short Michael Myers with a big head.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be the prison wall there for what we put together. You were talking football a moment ago, and this Nathan Peterman.
Yes.
Was looking at his statistics and everything. 13 interceptions, was it? And 4 touchdown passes?
Over his career, yes.
Over his career.
I believe so. But I remember a game, I think it was 2018. Mm-hmm. I was watching football with my dad. It was probably an afternoon game.
Mm-hmm.
and the Bills were on, and this guy, Nathan Peterman, was starting, and he throws 5 interceptions in a single half, and me and my dad were just cracking up. It was the worst quarterback play I had ever seen in my life. It was truly horrendous. I don't know how he's still in the league, because he's with the Raiders now, like you said.
Yeah, that's the last I said there. Ryan Fitzpatrick, you know him as Fitzmagic.
Big beard.
And from the Amazon Prime games, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was working at the radio station, and for whatever reason, the Cincinnati Bengals radio network sent me tickets for the Browns-Bengals game. I can't remember what year this would have been, maybe 2007, 2008. And Carson Palmer was the quarterback at the time. And so we are sitting down close to like the 20, 25-yard line. And I'm watching around and I see all these jerseys that people are wearing, but some of them were like 5 and 6 people together with the same jersey. And I thought, that's kind of weird. Well, here's what happens. We've got these 2 seats that were empty in front of us. My brother Mike and I, we were there to root for the Browns in Cincinnati.
Right.
You got me?
Yes.
So we're sitting there. My brother Mike hadn't been to a pro football game for a long time, and he was just taking in all the sights and all the sounds and everything. Well, here comes this lady, and she's got a 2-year-old with her, and they sit right down in front of us. And I'm thinking to myself, she is not going to enjoy this game. Not with a baby. I mean, this 2-year-old, they're just not going to be happy being there. Well, she's wearing a Ryan Fitzpatrick jersey. And I'm thinking, who wears a Ryan Fitzpatrick jersey?
Right.
At about that time, the PA announcer says, ladies and gentlemen, Carson Palmer will not be playing at quarterback. Starting will be Ryan Fitzpatrick. She's right in front of me. I leaned forward and I said, excuse me, would you happen to know why Ryan Fitzpatrick is playing instead of Carson Palmer? Well, the team president said this. They talked with the team physician about this, and so and you know this how?
Was it Ryan Fitzpatrick's wife or something?
Ryan Fitzpatrick's wife was sitting in front of me.
Wow.
And so during the game, this is why this is important. During the game, he throws like 3 interceptions. A couple of them, I think, went back for touchdowns. Browns ended up winning the game. And every time something bad happened, my brother and I stood up cheering. Meanwhile, people around us who were all wearing Bengals outfits were screaming and booing and why do you have him in there? Like, get rid of him, kill the quarterback, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I leaned forward to her again and I said, I apologize. I know that this has got to be difficult. And she says, I appreciate you guys being here. You're shielding me from all these Bengals fans behind you. And then at some point in time, I think it was in the 4th quarter, she got up and left. And a lot of the people that were around us got up and left. So I told my brother, and I can't remember the kid's name now, but he was one of the wide receivers. I saw all these other jerseys of Browns players, and I'm like, we've got to be sitting in the seats with all these family members. And so here comes one of the players, and I could see all of his family members leaning up against the row there. And I said, come on, let's go down. So we ran down and got there, and the player's jumping up to greet with his family, and we're like, hey, yeah, way to go. Because all those seats behind him were empty.
Right.
It's what you do at a ball game, right? And the crazy thing was, as I was walking around, leaving the stadium, Browns fans were high-fiving each other and everything, and it dawned on me, this is what it must feel like for Cubs fans when they come to Cincinnati during Reds baseball season. They see somebody they know, yep. They're high-fiving at the enemy's place. And I kind of felt bad because I'm a Reds fan, but I'm also a Browns fan.
Yeah.
Which should make me feel bad anyway, right?
It should.
Yeah. According to some folk. So anyway, that's my long story about interceptions and seeing a lot of interceptions in one day. It was not a good day for Ryan Fitzpatrick,
No,
but then not much longer, he's gone to another team and another team and another team and another team and another team, and he becomes the journeyman quarterback that everybody wanted, because if you're down by 38 points, he's going to bring you back.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's where
there's a 50% shot.
That's where the Fitzmagic comes into play.
Yeah.
Was he ever quarterback for the Commanders?
I think he was.
Is that right?
In our Washington football team days, I think when Alex Smith went down, I think we had him as our backup.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think that's how it happened. Okay. Do you want to fact check me on the Tom Brady thing while I read our national days? If you're new to Litter Media in 2026, we have a new, what would you call this? New tradition that we do on our show.
A new feature, a
new segment to celebrate every day. My mom got me a National Day calendar for Christmas. And so on days where we have the daily show, I will read you what National Day it is, and you can find a way to celebrate today. Mm-hmm. Today, Tuesday, January the 13th, is Korean American Day. Peach Melba Day, which you were explaining to me, is some kind of dessert.
Peach, raspberry.
It's raspberry sauce.
And raspberry sauce and vanilla ice cream.
Yeah. So that's peach
Can't
Melba.
say I've ever had peach Melba, but
sounds good if you like peach. Mm-hmm. I don't. It's also Rubber Ducky Day, Stephen Foster Memorial Day, and if you don't know who Stephen Foster is, he wrote "Oh Susanna," "Camptown Ladies," and a number of songs like that. Sticker Day, and Shop for Travel Day.
So Stephen Foster gave us the word doodah.
Yes.
When you think about it. And Rubber Ducky Day, who can forget Ernie from Sesame Street?
Yes.
Rubber Ducky, you're so fine.
I know it.
You make bath time lots of fun. Whatever. Tom Brady's last pass was as a New England Patriot, and it was an interception returned for a touchdown by Logan Ryan of the Tennessee Titans in a 2020 playoff game.
There we go.
That marked the end of Brady's historic tenure with the team.
And then he went on and won another Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right, that's it for the program today. Thank you for joining us here on Litter Media Live. And again, please support our sponsors. As you can see right there with our friends at Tecumseh, they've got a season coming up soon, and we want you to be a part of it. All right, thanks for watching Litter Media Live.